Ambassador Kethvar of the Hegemony clicked his mandibles in amusement as the human delegation took their seats in the Galactic Council chambers. The bipedal mammals looked so small, so fragile compared to the towering crystalline Vorthak or the gas-wreathed nebulans floating in their containment suits. Earth had only recently been discovered, and their application for membership in the Galactic Trade Federation was being reviewed. So, rumbled Councillor Zephyros, his rocky exterior crackling with volcanic heat, what does your world offer to our great alliance? The human ambassador, a woman named Sarah Chen, stood with quiet dignity. Earth possesses vast mineral resources, diverse ecosystems, and a population eager to contribute to galactic civilization. Kethvar's species, the Aquari, had evolved in the crushing depths of gas giant oceans that spanned entire continents. His homeworld seas contained more water than a dozen systems combined. He leaned forward with predatory interest. Your planet's datasheet mentions oceans. Tell us about them. Chen's eyes brightened. Earth's oceans cover about 71% of our surface, containing roughly 1.37 billion cubic kilometers of water. They're home to incredible biodiversity, and the chamber erupted in laughter. Kethvar's gills fluttered with mirth. Did she say billion? With a B? He turned to address the other counselors. My homeworld's smallest moon has oceans containing over 847 trillion cubic kilometers of water. Tiny puddles, scoffed Counselor Thresia of the Deepwatch Empire, her serpentine form coiling in amusement. Our nursery pools are larger than that. Chen's jaw tightened, but she maintained her composure. Size isn't everything. Our oceans have shaped our evolution, our culture, our technology. Technology? Kethvar interrupted, his voice dripping with condescension. What could possibly emerge from such limited aquatic resources? Do your people splash around in bathtubs? The human delegation exchanged glances. Chen's companion, Admiral Rebecca Torres, whispered something urgent in her ear. Chen nodded slowly. Perhaps a demonstration would be more appropriate than words, Chen said carefully. Councillor Zephyros waved a dismissive rocky appendage. The Hegemony's orbital sensors show your primitive vessels bobbing on the surface like debris. We've seen enough. Not those vessels, Chen replied, her voice gaining an edge. Our real navy. Kethvar's lateral eyes narrowed. The Aquari possessed the most advanced underwater technology in known space. Their cities existed at pressures that would crush most species. Their vessels navigated ocean trenches deeper than some planets' atmospheres were thick. Your real navy operates in those shallow puddles? Admiral Torres, Chen said quietly. Please contact the Pacific Fleet. The Admiral activated a small communication device. Luna Base, this is Torres. Execute Operation Deep Strike. Authorization Kraken 77 Alpha. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the chamber's massive view screen flickered to life, showing Earth from orbit. The blue marble rotated slowly, looking deceptively peaceful. Counselors, Chen announced, I present the Earth Maritime Defense Force. The ocean's surface began to change. First in the Pacific, then the Atlantic, then every major body of water on Earth. The sea itself seemed to be rising, bulging upward in thousands of locations simultaneously. Kethvar's gills stopped fluttering. His people's sensors could detect movement in water from light years away, but they hadn't noticed anything unusual about Earth's oceans during their preliminary scans. Then the submarines breached. Not dozens, not hundreds. Thousands upon thousands of sleek, deadly vessels erupted from the depths like a metallic sea serpent awakening from slumber. They rose in perfect synchronization, water cascading from their hulls as they achieved neutral buoyancy just beneath the surface. The chamber fell silent. Those are our attack submarines, Chen explained conversationally. Virginia-class, Seawolf-class, and some newer models you won't find in our public databases. Each one carries enough firepower to level a city. More shapes were emerging, massive forms that dwarfed the attack subs, their hulls stretching over 150 meters in length. Ballistic missile submarines, Admiral Torres added. Each one carries enough nuclear warheads to sterilize a planet. We have 48 of them currently deployed. Kethvar's specialized organs could sense the energy signatures emanating from the screen. These weren't primitive vessels, they were floating fortresses, each one containing technology he didn't recognize. Fusion reactors hummed within their hulls, and their sensor arrays were far more sophisticated than their surface fleets had suggested. But how? Counselor Thresia's voice cracked. Our sensors detected nothing. No thermal signatures, no gravitational anomalies, nothing. Chen smiled for the first time since entering the chamber. That's because you were looking for surface ships. Humans learned long ago that the ocean's depths provide perfect concealment. Our submarines can remain submerged for months, running silent and invisible. They've been down there the entire time your advanced sensors were scanning our world. The view screen zoomed in on one of the larger submarines. Through its transparent aluminum viewports, the silhouettes of human crew members could be seen working calmly at their stations, as comfortable in their underwater environment as any aquatic species. Your people, Kethvar stammered. They live beneath the water? When necessary, Torres replied. These crews can spend half a year submerged without surfacing. They breathe recycled air, drink purified seawater, and eat food grown in hydroponic bays. To them, the submarine isn't just a vessel, it's home. The camera panned across the submarine's hull, revealing launch tubes that could accommodate various payloads. Missile compartments, torpedo rooms, and strange cylindrical sections that seemed to serve unknown purposes. Those compartments, Chen continued, noting their attention, contain our deep-sea mining equipment, underwater construction drones, and emergency habitation modules. Each submarine is essentially a mobile underwater city, capable of establishing permanent settlements on the ocean floor. Kethvar's mind reeled. His species had mastered their vast oceans through sheer size and brute force, building massive cities that could withstand crushing pressures. But these humans had achieved something different. They had made themselves into creatures of the deep, adapting their technology and their very way of life to thrive in an environment that wasn't naturally theirs. The truly remarkable part, Chen said, her voice carrying across the stunned chamber, is that this represents only our defensive fleet. The submarines you're seeing now. They've been our guardians, hidden beneath those tiny oceans you found so amusing. Every world we've encountered, every species that has scanned our planet, has seen only what floats on the surface. She gestured to the screen, where the submarine formation was beginning to dive again, disappearing back into the depths as silently as they had emerged. Earth's oceans may seem small to you, but they taught us something invaluable, that the greatest strength often lies not in what can be seen, but in what remains hidden beneath the surface. Our tiny oceans have made us masters of stealth, endurance, and patience. The last submarine vanished beneath the waves, leaving only gentle ripples to mark their passage. Kethvar found his voice at last. The Galactic Trade Federation would be honored to welcome Earth as a full member. Chen nodded graciously. We accept. And Counselor Kethvar, next time you visit Earth, we'd be happy to give you a tour of our underwater cities. I think you'd find our puddles more interesting than you initially thought. As the human delegation prepared to leave, Kethvar couldn't help but wonder what other surprises these remarkable beings might be hiding in their small, blue world's deceptively tiny oceans.